last voicemail is still in my phone. 47 seconds, dated March 14th to 7 a.m. You were laughing at something your dog did, voice thick with sleep and cold medicine. You said call me when you land, dummy. Then a cough, then a soft love you, like it was the easiest thing in the world. I play it when the apartment gets too quiet, volume low so the neighbors don't hear me talking back to a ghost. I've memorized the static between your words, the way your lungs made when you tried not to cry, about the test results you hadn't told me yet. These voicemails I can't delete are the only place you still breathe. I keep them like pressed flowers between the glass and the future. 47 seconds of borrowed oxygen, looped a tiny life support machine, made of your voice saying my name, the way only the dying and the ones who love them ever really do. I know one day the cloud will eat them, or the phone will die, or I will. Until then I pay the monthly bill just to keep you alive in a folder marked that. There's another one from Christmas Eve, you singing off key to the dog because the chemo made your fingers too weak for guitar. You left the message half finished, mid-verse of have yourself a merry little Christmas, and I never got the second half. I've tried humming it myself, but my voice cracks on the same note yours did, and I have to stop before the neighbors think someone's being murdered with kindness. I upgraded phones twice and always transferred you first, before photos, before music, before the rest of my life. These voicemails I can't delete are the only rooms you still walk in. I open the door at 2 a.m. when insomnia wears your face. 47 seconds and the world shrinks back to the size of a hospital bed, and your hand in mine, and the lie we both told the next spring would be kinder. People say he's in a better place, they've never heard you laugh at your own terrible jokes. And Dolby Atmos through AirPods at 3% battery, there is no better place than right here, crackling between towers, refusing to fade. These voicemails I can't delete will outlive my passwords, my fingerprints, maybe even my grief. One day a stranger will find this phone in a drawer and hear a man who sounds happy telling someone to call. When they land they'll smile, delete it for storage, and never know they just erased the last living piece of my father's voice. Until then I keep paying the bill, I keep you breathing. 47 seconds is long enough to say I love you and mean it forever. Hey, it's me. I landed. I'm calling back. Pick up, dummy. I'd take it all back if I could. The nights I turn my back when you need it facing. The words I let hang in the air like smoke after the fire had already gone out. I was a collector of small cruelties, pocketed them like coins I thought I'd spend on being right. You were the one spending everything, trying to keep us in the light. I see it now in the rearview mirror of every quiet evening, how your shoulders curved inward when I chose silence over sorry. I thought distance was a kind of strength, it was just cowardice wearing a better coat. I'd take it all back just to have you back. Every sharp edge I handed you disguised as truth. Every door I closed with my own tired hands. I'd trade the pride I wore like armor for one more morning of your sleepy smile across the kitchen table. I'd take it all back and say the things that still echo in rooms you no longer enter. If regret had wings, I'd fly them straight to your window and leave them folded on the sill, like the apology I was always too heavy to carry until you were gone. I heard you laugh the other day across a crowded market, real and unguarded. The sound I used to keep in a box marked mine. Someone else opened it, they must have gentler hands. I stood between stalls of fruit and flowers and felt the years collapse into one bruised moment. All the times I could have chosen kindness and chose to be clever instead. You walked past without seeing me, and I let you. Some debts are paid by staying invisible. I still said 2 cups out sometimes, out of habit, then pour the second one down the sink like a toast to what I wasted. I'd take it all back just to have you back. The cold replies, the half-hearted tries, the way I made you feel small so I could feel tall. I'd gather every careless hour and stitch them into something soft you could wrap around your shoulders. On nights the world feels sharp, I'd take it all back, but time only moves forward, and I'm still learning how to walk in that direction without looking over my shoulder for the person I used to hurt. If you ever think of me, I hope it's gentle, the way rain thinks of old roofs it once damaged, but now only remembers how to fall softly. I don't ask for forgiveness, I ask for the version of me that hurts you, to stay buried under all the growing I'm doing in the quiet. I take it all back just to have you back, but since I can't, I'll take it forward instead. Every lesson carved into my hand, so the next time I hold someone I don't drop them. I take it all back, but I'll settle for becoming the man you deserved, even if you never see it. Some redemptions are quiet, some apologies live in the space between who I was and who I'm trying not to be anymore. I took it all for granted, now I'm giving it back to the wind. Carry it gently wherever you are. I was stupid, I was young, I mistook silence for strength and distance for dignity. I let pride sit in the passenger seat while you packed your life into 2 suitcases and a goodbye that lasted 3 seconds. I watch from the window like a man watching rain, pretending he doesn't feel it, on skin he swore was waterproof. You asked me to fight for us, and I fought to look unmoved. That was the last battle I ever won. I was stupid, I was young, I was wrong in ways that still echo. When the apartment's too quiet, I thought love meant never having to say stay. Thought if it was real, it would wait for me to grow up. I was stupid and you were patient until patience ran out of places to hide. Now I trade every clever thing I never said for one clumsy "I'm sorry" you could still hear. I see you sometimes in the city, always from behind at first. The way you tilt your head when you read street signs, the same rhythm in your step, like a song I used to know. Every word to you softer around the edges now, like someone sanded down the sharp parts. I kept cutting myself on. I wanna cross the street, tap your shoulder, say remember when I let you go, because I was too proud to hold on tighter. But the light changes and you keep walking, and I stay rooted, learning the weight of almost. I rehearsed this moment 1,000 nights and still forget my lines when it finally arrives. I was stupid, I was young, I was wrong, and the years haven't made me any less any of those things. I thought being right was more important than being with you. Turns out being right is just a cold bed with perfect corners no one warms. I was stupid and you were the lesson. I kept failing until failing became the only thing I was good at. If I saw you tomorrow, I wouldn't try to win you back, I'd just say it plain. I was stupid, I was young, I was wrong, and I've carried that sentence like a stone in my mouth for so long. I forgot how to speak without tasting regret. I was stupid, I was young, I was wrong, and maybe that's all any of us ever are, when we lose the best thing we never deserved in the first place. I hope someone loves you the way I was too young to know how fiercely clumsily without keeping score. I was stupid and you were brave enough to leave the lesson and take your light with you. Thank you for teaching me what sorry sounds like when it's too late to matter. I was stupid, I was young, I'm still wrong sometimes, but I'm learning slowly, painfully yours. You used to wear the same perfume 10 years later it still finds me. Before your face does, it drifted across the bookstore cafe like a postcard from a country I was deported from without warning. One breath and I was 26 again, standing in your hallway while you sprayed your wrists and laughed about being late for a movie we'd never see, because we couldn't stop kissing against the door. Scent is the cruelest time machine. No ticket, no warning, just sudden arrival in a body that no longer belongs there. You smell the same, and the room tilted 10 degrees toward a life we closed the door on. Everything else had changed. Your hair shorter, your laugh a little lower, the way you held your cup with both hands now, like you learned to be careful with warm things. But the perfume was a stubborn country that refused to redraw its borders. You smelled the same, and I almost said your name the way I used to when it still lived in my mouth, like a prayer I believed in. You were 3 tables away, reading something with a blue cover, sunlight doing the thing you used to do. Across your collarbone I watched the steam from your tea curl like it remembered my fingers. You looked up once, I scanning the room the way people do when they feel a ghost breathing on the back of their neck. Our gazes brushed, not quite meeting, not quite avoiding, and the perfume wrapped around my throat like a scarf I wasn't allowed to keep. I paid for a coffee I didn't drink and left before the scent could follow me home and ruin another night. You smell the same, and it was proof that some things outrun us. No matter how fast we walk away, the rest of you had moved on beautifully, gracefully. But that small cloud of cedar and vanilla was still loyal to a version of us that died quietly in a hallway. 10 years ago you smelled the same, and I almost waved like a man waving at his own grave from the wrong side of the glass. I hope he knows what it means when you wear that scent on ordinary Tuesdays. I hope he understands he's breathing in a love letter written by somebody else's younger heart. I hope it keeps you warm the way it once kept Steve. You smelled the same, and for 3 full seconds I was forgiven for everything I broke. Then the moment passed, the perfume thin, and I walked out into a city that had finally learned my new name. You smell the same. Thank you for the small mercy of not changing, the one thing I was never strong enough to let go of. Cedar, vanilla, a trace of rain. I still carry you in the lining of every coat I own. I still check airport arrivals for a flight you'll never be on. The board flips and flickers, destination spilling like loose change across the screen. I stand in the same spot every time, near the the pillar with the chipped paint, watching families collapse into each other, the way paper cranes unfold in water. Strangers hug like they've been holding their breath for 12 time zones. I breathe normally, I've had practice. The automatic doors I open, and for one stupid heartbeat I let the crowd blur into maybe. I still check airport arrivals, the way monks check prayer wheels. Ritual repetition, a quiet kind of madness. No one questions your name, isn't on any manifest, but I read every line anyway, searching for a ghost in transit. Some gates close forever, and still we stand at the barrier, holding signs that spell nothing to anyone but us. Last week a woman waited beside me, with a bouquet wilting in the heat. Her flight landed, no one came. She left the flowers on a bench and walked away smaller. I almost picked them up, thought they might look right on the table where your suitcase never sat. Instead I watched them droop, petals folding in on themselves like secrets that got too heavy. I understood them perfectly. The announcements wash over me in 3 languages I don't speak, all saying the same thing. Move along, nothing to see here, keep walking. I still check airport arrivals on nights when the city feels too still. I drive here after midnight, parking short term like I'm only staying a minute. Watch the board reset itself, the way hearts try to. Every landing is a small resurrection, and every empty gate a quiet burial. I come for the almost, the almost. You stepping through the almost, us beginning again in the fluorescent hum of baggage claim. One day I'll forget the route, or the terminal will be renovated, or the ache will finally take a different flight. Until then, I keep the ritual the way widows keep wedding rings and velvet boxes they never open but never throw away. Some arrivals are measured in years, and some departures never quite finish. I still check airport arrivals, but I don't stand as close anymore. I watch from the car now, engine running, hands loose on the wheel. The board still flips, names still dissolve, and no one looks like you the way they used to. I think that's progress or surrender, maybe both. We're the same face in the rearview mirror as I pull away. Safe travels, love. Wherever you are, the gate's closed. I'm finally boarding something else. I still buy your favorite cereal, the stupid Honey Nut one with the cartoon bee on the box. It sits on the top shelf, unopened, smiling its smug little bee smile. Every time I reach for something healthier, the cashier never asks why I only buy 1 bowl's worth of milk. She just scans the small carton and looks away, like she understands the arithmetic of grief. One person, two memories, zero appetite. Force of habit, I tell myself, but habits don't usually cost $4.79 a week, and a fresh stab every Saturday morning. I bought your favorite cereal again, even though the house ran out of you 389 days ago. I pour it into the bowl sometimes, listen to the dry clink of oats against ceramic, a tiny applause for still being alive. Then I put the lid back on and slide it to the back of the cupboard, like a letter I keep rewriting but never send. I bought your favorite cereal because forgetting is harder than carrying an extra half-pound of Honey Nut Ghosts. Last month the box got pushed behind the pasta, and I didn't notice for 12 days. I celebrated with a glass of wine and a panic attack at 2 a.m. When I remembered, I pulled it out, checked the date, still good, of course it was. Some things refuse to expire when you need them to. I tried switching brands once, the new one tasted like cardboard, and moving on, I poured it down the sink and went back to the B like an alcoholic to the bottle. He swore he'd quit. I bought your favorite cereal again, even though you're only crumbs now. In the corners of my mornings, I eat around the silent spoon, circling the bowl the way planets circle a sun that burned out but still warms them anyway. I bought your favorite cereal because the day I stop is the day the house admits it's only built for one. Maybe next week I'll choose the plain oats. Maybe I'll leave the box on the shelf and walk past it like a grave I finally learned not to visit every day. Or maybe I'll keep buying it until the bee retires, until the recipe changes, until the store stops stocking it and forces my hand. Until then, it's just another small, ridiculous, perfectly reasonable way to keep you at the breakfast table without having to say your name out loud. I bought your favorite cereal today, and for the first time I opened it, I poured a bowl, added milk, and ate every last sweetened lie. It tasted like childhood in hospital rooms, and the last morning you were strong enough to steal the prize from the bottom of the box. I bought your favorite cereal and finished it. The empty box is in the recycling now. Cardboard wings folded flat. Tomorrow I'll walk past the aisle and keep walking. Some ghosts are gentle when you feed them, some let go when you finally swallow. Thanks for breakfast, love. I'm full. Nobody says my name the way you did, like you were turning it over in your mouth to find the softer side before letting it land. You stretched the middle vowel just long enough for warmth to settle, then clipped the end like you were afraid it might run away. If you gave it too much room, I didn't know a syllable could feel like home, until you built one out of 3 letters and the hush between them. People say it now and it sounds like a stranger borrowing my coat. Nobody says my name the way you did, like it was a secret you were proud to keep. You made it feel chosen, not just inherited. I walk through days answering to a version that sits wrong on the tongue because it never passed through yours first. How you said my name was the gentlest kind of claiming, quiet, certain, impossible to unhear. Once the room is empty, I tested it once, introduced myself to a barista, and waited for the echo of the way you used to answer. Nothing, just steam and small talk. I've tried teaching friends a small lift you gave the second syllable, the tiny smile tucked inside the consonant. They try, bless them, but it falls flat, like a song played in the wrong key. Your version was the only one in tune with whatever frequency my heart was broadcasting back then. Sometimes half asleep, I swear I hear it from the other side of the bed, and reach for a body that learned a new language without me. Nobody says my name the way you did, like you were polishing it before handing it back, shining. I've started answering slower to give the silence a chance to shape it correctly, but silence never loved me the way you did. I wonder if you still say it in your sleep, or if someone new has taught you a different melody for the same 3 notes. I hope not. Some names should stay sacred, a private prayer only one mouth was ever meant to speak. Nobody says my name the way you did, and maybe that's the point. Maybe some sounds are only loaned for a season, then return to the air to dissolve like breath on winter glass. I carry the memory of it the way monks carry silence, gently, completely, forever. Thank you for teaching my name, how beautiful it could be loved. Say it again just once, even if only the dark is listening. We said see you soon on FaceTime, your face pixelated by airport Wi-Fi. You were holding back tears with that half smile you wear when you're trying to be brave for both of us. The gate agent called your roll, your camera shook as you stood, and for one frozen second the screen showed the ceiling lights behind you. Like a constellation we hadn't named yet, I told you to go. Voice steady the way luggage wheels pretend to be on cracked linoleum. You blew a kiss that landed 8 hours late on a cheek already learning the temperature of alone. 419 days since that FaceTime goodbye, and the call still lives in my recent list like a bookmark in a book I can't finish. I open it sometimes when the silence gets loud, watch the frozen frame of your waving hand, and pretend the buffering wheel is the world trying to bring you back online. We said see you soon, like soon was a place you could fly to, with a boarding pass and a promise for 9 days. And soon it's still loading. Your last message is a voice note saying I made it. The flat's small, but the light is good. I play it when my light feels wrong. Let your excitement fill the rooms you never saw. I tried calling once at 3 a.m. my time, your time, too early for apologies. It rang out to voicemail, and I hung up before the beep. Because some things are heavier than satellites can carry. The thumbnail of you in that airport is the only photo I haven't cropped or filtered or hidden in a folder called later. 419 days since that FaceTime goodbye, and I still flinch when the notification sound is anything but your name. I keep the app updated, like keeping a porch light on for a train that changed its route. We said see you soon, the way children say when I grow up. Believing time is something you can outrun if you just love hard enough. One day the call will disappear from the recents, pushed down by new names, new almost. One day I'll delete it the way you delete a city from your weather app, when you finally admit you're not going back. Until then, it stays a small blue icon, holding the last moment your face was close enough to touch through glass and distance and the thin lie of soon. 419 days and counting, the FaceTime goodbye taught me that some doors close in slow motion, one pixel at a time. I still say see you soon to the dark sometimes, practice it like a prayer for a God who moved and forgot to leave a forwarding address for 9 days. And I'm learning how to hang up without letting go. Call me when you land, love, I'm still here. The light is good. I saved you the better side of the bed. There's an 8-hour difference carved between us like a canyon. No bridge remembers how to cross When my alarm drags me into gray Monday light, you're already brushing sleep from your hair. On the other side of the world, I drink coffee that tastes like missing you. You sip tea that hasn't met my name yet. We're the same story, being read in 2 different centuries. I save the funniest thing that happens all day in a note titled "Tell Her Later." By the time later arrives, the joke has gone stale, and your laughter is already asleep. 8-hour difference is a slow motion goodbye. We keep repeating every single day. I say I love you into a phone that hands it to you 8 hours late, wrapped in yesterday's voice and tomorrow's longing. 8-hour difference turned our forever into a relay race where only one of us is ever running at a time. You send me photos of Saturday markets while I'm microwaving Friday's leftovers. Your sun is loud and golden, mine is the color of almost gone. I watch your stories on silent, read your lips shaping someone else's morning, and feel like a thief stealing light from a day I haven't earned yet. Sometimes you call when it's 3 a.m. for me, and I answer with a voice made of gravel and warmth, pretending I wasn't dreaming of you anyway. We tried sinking once, I stayed up, you woke early. We met for 20 exhausting minutes in the thin crack between our worlds, and cried because even exhaustion felt like home. 8-hour difference is learning to hold someone with your eyes closed and your heart open across an ocean of unsent goodnights. I fall asleep to the thought of your sunrise, and you wake up to the echo of my moon still hanging in your sky, like a promise I forgot to keep. One day the distance will shrink to the width of a doorstep, or grow to the length of a lifetime. Until then, I keep a second clock on my nightstand, set to your city, just so I can watch the hands move while you live the hours I can only borrow in dreams. 8-hour difference taught me the bravest kind of love, loving someone in a time zone they haven't reached yet. I kiss the dark where your face would be, and trust the earth to carry it forward until your morning finds my mouth still shaped around the same 3 words I said 8 hours ago, and we'll say again 8 hours from now. The planet keeps turning just to bring us a little closer, one slow sunrise at a time. Good night, my love, or good morning. I love you in every tense the clock hasn't invented yet. like it's apologizing for showing up. Tapping the roof, the same rhythm you used to trace on my wrist. I let it fall harder, hoping volume can drown memory. But the windshield just turns into a screen, playing a song repeat. Every drop a small projector, every streak a frame I can't pause. The wipers move in perfect 6/8 time, like they're trying to keep a song alive. We already buried left, right, left, right. They sweep the water but they can't sweep you. These wipers can't wipe you away, they just smear you across the glass again. I'm driving blind through the mess we made, headlights cutting tunnels in the ache. Every mile marker counts the nights since your hand left the passenger side. Wipers can't wipe you away, and I'm starting to think nothing ever will. There's a coffee cup in the holder, lid still warm from yesterday. Your lipstick on the rim like a bruise that won't fade. The heater blows your perfume from the vents, a ghost that learned how to haunt in circles. I passed the exit to your mother's house, take it slow like the way you taught me. Muscle memory is a cruel passenger, it never asks for directions home. Red light, I watch the rain race down the window. Some drops join, some fall alone. I wonder which one I am tonight. These wipers can't wipe you away, they only make the blur more beautiful. I'm learning your shape in negative space, where the water to behave. If tears were weather, this would be the forecast. Endless, gentle, impossible to outrun. Wipers can't wipe you away, so I let them keep the rhythm of missing you. Maybe when the tank runs empty, I'll leave the car on the shoulder, walk into the storm with nothing to protect. Let the rain finally do its job, wash me clean or drown me whole. Either feels fair at this point. These wipers can't wipe you away, they just taught me how to see in the dark. Every streak is a vein of light leading back to the night you said stay, and I didn't. Now the rain forgives me in slow motion, beat by beat, swipe by swipe. Wipers can't wipe you away, so I turn them off and let the whole world blur into you. Keep falling, I'm not going anywhere tonight. Every Friday at 7 we meet at the same Italian place. Red checker tablecloths, candles stuck in an old Chianti bottle. You sit on the left, I sit on the right, and between us always the empty chair. You talk about your week, I nod, pour more wine, while the silence in that chair grows another year older. The waiter stopped asking, party of two. He just brings 3 sets of cutlery and quietly removes the third. You say, isn't this nice, just us? And I smile like a man who hasn't spent 6 years learning how to breathe around a ghost. It's always table for 3, even when only 2 of us show up. I order for the space you used to fill, extra parmesan, no anchovies, and pretend the plate isn't cold before it even arrives. Table for 3, me, you, and the words I keep folded in the napkin under my hand. One day the chair will stop waiting. Tonight it still pulls itself out when you laugh. Last month you brought up the new guy, how he hates olives, loves jazz, makes you feel seen. I watched the candle flicker and wondered if flames get jealous when someone else warms the room. You asked if I'm seeing anyone, I said not really, which is the politest way to say I'm fully booked by a reservation I can't cancel. You reached across the table to steal a piece of my fries, the way you've done since we were 19. Your fingers brushed mine and the chair creaked like it remembered how your hand used to fit there instead of here. It's always table for 3, even when the menu changes. I still ask for the corner booth because the light hits your face the same as it did the night I almost said it. Table for 3, where I practice being happy for you until the muscles in my cheeks learn the shape permanently. One day I'll stop hearing the scrape of that invisible chair when you lean in to tell me a secret. Maybe next year I'll pick a different restaurant, sit with my back to the wall, order for 1 and let the waiter keep the extra setting. Maybe I'll keep coming until the candle burns down and the wax covers the place where your name was never spoken aloud. Either way, the bill always comes and I always pay for 3. It's always table for 3 until it isn't. Tonight the candle is shorter, the wine is cheaper, and you're glowing the way people do when they're finally sitting at the right table. I raise my glass to the empty chair and drink to its health one last time. Table for 3 is becoming table for 2, and I'm learning how to leave a tip for the quietest guest I ever loved. Check please, keep the change. In the chair I won't need it anymore. Skyline used to feel like a promise. The towers lit up like matches we hadn't struck yet. Now they lean together, drunk on their own reflection, smearing gold across the river like spilled champagne. I'm parked on the overpass, engine off, watching the city breathe without us. Every pulse a red brake light, feels like a heartbeat, skipping your name. The windows fog with things I never told you. I draw a small heart, then erase it, like practicing how to disappear. City lights are blurring at night, running mascara down the face of the dark, I'm trying to read the signs, but they're crying too hard. Every glow is a maybe, every shadow is a scar. City lights are blurring the way your eyes did when you lied and said I'll be fine. They're still lying, and so am I. There's a billboard with a couple kissing under string lights. I hate how happy they look in 4K. I hate that I slow down to stare. The radio plays a song we skipped the first time. Now I let it finish, note by bitter note, like swallowing glass wrapped in velvet. Downtown smells like wet concrete and your old cologne. Memory has a cruel sense of smell. I almost call you just to hear the voicemail that still says, hey, it's us. But I hang up at the beep. Some ghosts are kinder when they stay quiet. City lights are blurring the night, turning the whole horizon into watercolor regret. I'm driving through a painting that hasn't dried yet. Every street lamp is a street lamp we stood under once. City lights are blurring, and I'm not sure if it's rain on the glass or tears on the inside. Probably both, probably always will be. Keep driving long enough, maybe the map will forget where you live. Maybe the moon will trade places with the sun. And I'll finally outrun this hour, but the city keeps spinning its soft neon lullaby, telling me to pull over, telling me some wounds only glow in the dark. City lights are blurring, they look like the night you left, all color bleeding into one long goodbye. I turn the headlights off, let the dark teach me your shape one last time. City lights are blurring, and for once I don't try to clear the view. Keep blurring, baby, I'm not ready to see straight again. We said hi like strangers on the corner of 9th and Pine. Late October wind pushing leaves between the small space where our history used to stand. You wore the navy coat I once kept in my closet for nights you forgot yours. It looked better on you now, loser, like you'd grown into the room. I always kept too tight, your voice was polite, a careful handshake instead of the full body collision it used to be. 3 seconds of eye contact felt like 3 years compressed into a blink. We said hi like strangers, and it killed me more than goodbye ever did. No yelling, no tears, just 2 people who once knew every inch of each other, pretending the map had been erased. Your smile was small and perfect, a closed door with soft lighting behind it. I smile back the way you smile at old scars. Recognition without wanting to touch. You asked how I'd been, I said good, the word tasting like paper. You said you moved downtown, new job, new plans, new quiet mornings. I nodded like someone hearing the weather report for a country he no longer lives in. A bus roared past, drowned in the silence we were both feeding. And for a moment I thought maybe the noise would swallow us before the awkwardness could finish its meal. Your hair smelled the same 10 years, and the city hadn't managed to wash you out of it. We said hi like strangers, and the street kept moving around us like water around two stones that used to be the same mountain. You shifted your back higher on your shoulder, the small gesture I once kissed. When it slipped, I almost reached to fix it. Then remembered some reflexes are fossils now. You said take care, soft, final, a period at the end of a sentence. We started writing when we were 19 and fearless. I said you too and meant it more than I've meant anything. Years we said hi like strangers and walked separate directions without looking back. No drama, no cinematic rain, just two people who once set the world on fire, learning how to pass without burning. It hurt clean the way a healed wound hurts when the weather changes. A quiet reminder that some things close gently and still leave the shade of themselves behind. Take care, goodbye, without the word thank you. For the softest knife I never saw coming. We were 17 and reckless with forever, passing notes in the margins of textbooks we'd never open again. You wore my Letterman jacket like it was armor against a world that hadn't learned how to hurt us yet. Fridays tasted like stadium lights and cheap cherry lip balm. Your laugh rising over the marching band like a kite no one dared pull down. I still hear it when the wind moves through empty bleachers in October. I thought growing up meant getting taller, not growing apart. Senior year keeps playing on a loop inside my chest. Grainy footage of a film that ended too soon. We were kings of a kingdom made of lockers and late passes, thinking the credits would never roll. Now I'm 25 and invisible in the same hallways that once echoed our names. Senior year, you were the only future I bought. hard to imagine. Turns out some stories peak before the characters learn how to speak in past tense. I drove back last homecoming, parked under the same flickering scoreboard. The field's smaller now, grass worn thin. Where we used to lie counting stars we swore we'd name after each other. They tore down the old science wing, built a new wing with windows that don't open. Funny, everything changed except the ache that still fits perfectly in my rib cage, like it was custom made in 2017. I found our yearbook in my mother's attic. Your photo smile back at me with teeth I used to trace with my thumb, when we thought time was something we could waste. Senior year, you're married now, 2 kids and a dog in Ohio. I saw the pictures, couldn't stop myself. You still tilt your head the same way you did when the camera caught you off guard. I wonder if you ever drive past the school and feel 17, slamming to you like a song you forgot you knew by heart. Or if you just keep driving, radio low, windows up, safe from ghosts that only haunt one of us. I don't want you back, I want the version of me who believed the world would stay that gentle. I want the boy who thought love was a yearbook signature and a promise ring from a mall kiosk. I wanna tell him, enjoy the last bell, enjoy the slow dance, enjoy thinking this feeling will never run out. Because one day you'll be 25, holding a paper cup of bad coffee, watching teenagers spill out of the same doors, and you'll understand why some heartbreaks don't make a sound. Smiling through it, senior year, thank you for being mercilessly beautiful. Thank you for teaching me that some summers end in September and some people stay 17. No matter how many calendars you burn, I still keep your jacket in the back of my closet. It doesn't fit anymore, but I can't bring myself to give it away. Some ruins are sacred. We were 17 and the world was wide open. I'm 25 and learning how to close the door without slamming it. The memories that still sleep in the pocket of an old Letterman jacket. I looked for the wedding ring before I looked at your eyes. It was the first thing my gaze hunted, a tiny circle of gold that could finish me faster than any expression you might wear. There it was, thin, mad, sitting exactly where I once imagined my own would live someday. It caught the street light like a quiet verdict, case closed, sentence served. Someone else gets the rest of your mornings. You were talking about the weather and I was glint on your fourth finger into a lifetime without me in it. I looked for the wedding ring and found the rest of my life in one small band of metal. It didn't shout, it didn't need to. It just rested there, perfectly calm, the way you rest your hand now on someone else's arm without thinking. I looked for the ring and realized some doors close so gently. You only hear the click when you try to open them again. Years later, you asked if I was okay. I lied with a nod and watched the ring shift when you pushed hair behind your ear. A small, ordinary motion that used to be mine to watch from 2 inches away in bed, in cars and grocery lines. Now it belongs to Saturday markets and someone else's Sunday papers. The ring didn't flash or boast, it simply existed, quietly certain, the way truth does when it no longer needs to prove anything. I wanted to hate it, I couldn't. It looked peaceful on you. At your face, because faces can lie, but gold rarely does. It told me everything in one silent sentence. He stayed, he asked, you said yes, and the world kept spinning in the right direction without me. I looked for the ring and found mercy in the way it didn't hurt as much as I deserve. I hope it never feels heavy, I hope it warms when you're cold and cools when you're nervous. I hope it learns the exact weight of your hand, the way I never quite managed to learn the weight of keeping you. I looked for the wedding ring and finally looked at your eyes. Afterward, they were softer than I remembered, or maybe I was harder than I realized. You were happy and the ring was only the proof, not the source. I looked for the ring and found the last piece of letting you go, a small shining acceptance that some love stories end in someone else's forever, and that's still a kind of beautiful. It suited you, the ring, the rave, all of it. Be happy, love. I looked and I saw that's enough. I still count the freckles on your left shoulder when I can't sleep. There were 7, maybe 8, scattered like small constellations. Someone spilled across your skin the night the universe decided you'd be beautiful in fragments. I knew them better than my own hands.
The way they darkened after a day in the sun, how the one just below the strapline looked like a tiny island I once claimed as home.
You used to laugh when I traced them, call it my bedtime story without words. I still count the freckles on your left shoulder in the dark, fingers moving over empty air like a blind man reading Braille. He once knew by heart. They were the map I followed to the quietest part of you, a secret sky only visible when you turned away and let me in. Now the nights are starless, and I'm left navigating by memory alone. I saw you at the beach last summer, from a distance safe enough to pretend I wasn't looking. You wore the same blue bikini, the one that slipped just enough to reveal the small archipelago. I once sailed in my sleep, someone else stood beside you, blocking the sun. And I wondered if he knows the stories those freckles tell when you're half asleep and unguarded. How the third one from the top appeared the summer you turned 19. How they fade a little each winter, like secrets trying to leave. I turned away before you saw me, before the count became something louder than silence. I still count the freckles on your left shoulder when the room feels too large. 7, maybe 8, I can't be sure anymore. Memory blurs the edges, the way time blurs everything except the 8. They were the only sky I ever wanted to get lost in, a private galaxy pressed into skin that no longer turns toward my light. One day I'll forget the exact number, or the order they appeared in, or the way a breath caught when my lips followed the trail from one to the next. One day the shoulder will belong to someone else's night sky, and I'll stop reaching for stars that burned out long ago. I still count the freckles on your left shoulder, but slower now, like a prayer. I'm finally learning to finish. They were never mine to keep, only mine to witness for a season. Thank you for letting me read the sky on your skin before the clouds moved in. I'm folding the map gently and putting it away with the rest of the things I loved, and learn to live without. 7, maybe 8. Good night. Little stars. Posted a picture last night, candlelight soft on the curve of your cheek. He's half out of frame, but his arm claims the rest of the space like he owns gravity. You're smiling the smile I used to chase across 3 states, the one that started small in the left corner, spilled slow like honey deciding to fall. I know every millimeter of that journey. I measured it in heartbeats once. I zoom in until the pixels bruise, just to check if your eyes still crinkle the same. When the smile is real, they do. That's what finishes me. Keep smiling for the camera, baby. You finally learned how to mean it. I was the rough draft, the shaky rehearsal, the nights you practiced in the mirror while I pretended to sleep. Now every flash catches the finished version, polished, effortless, cruel in its ease. Smile for the camera, baby. I taught you that curve and you gave it away for free. The comments say you look so happy, little red hearts raining like confetti on a grave. I wanna write, he doesn't know that smile took 3 years and 2 breakdowns to perfect. He wasn't there for the dress rehearsals when it cracked in the middle and you cried because it still felt borrowed. He just walked in on opening night and took the bow I paid for in blood. I liked it, then unliked it, then stared at the empty space where my name used to be, until the screen went black and showed me my own reflection, looking like someone who lost in his own house. Keep smiling for the camera, baby. It suits you better than my hands ever did. I was the dark room, he's the daylight you always deserved. Every photo is proof that some people are only meant to develop the picture, not live inside the frame. One day the algorithm will stop punishing me, and your face will drift down the feed like a leaf I no longer reach for. Until then I keep scrolling past sunsets, just to watch you glow in someone else's sunrise. Smile for the camera, baby. I'm proud of you and ruined by it in the same breath. You finally look like the version of yourself I always knew was hiding behind my shadow. Thank you for stepping into the light. I'll stay here learning how to live with the after image burn on the inside of my eyelids. Keep smiling, I'll teach myself to look away eventually. You leave me on red at 11:11 every single night without fail. 3 great ticks glow like tiny moons. I keep wishing on knowing they won't fall. I type paragraphs that shrink to single words, then delete them all before they land. The keyboard becomes a confessional where sins dissolve in a backspace and seen the cruelest 4-letter word in any language I've ever learned. Red receipts are the new ghosting, soft blue torture in a paper-thin screen. You let me know you were there, then vanish like breath on winter glass. I count the minutes between your thumbs and my heartbeat, finding new ways to lose. Red receipts, you leave the door open just wide enough for the cold to walk in and sit on my chest until morning. Last week you replied with a single heart, red and pulsing for half a second before it turned to smoke. I stared at it so long, the color bled into my dreams. Now I send you songs at 2 a.m. Little bottles with no message inside, just the sound of me trying not to drown you. Open every one and never throw a rope. I wonder if you keep the notifications on just to watch me orbit like a moth that learned fire is safer than the dark. Red receipts and mercy dressed as cruelty, a hand that waves instead of reaching. I refresh the chat until the way gamblers pull levers, hoping this time the silence pays out. You're asleep 3 miles away with your phone face down, and I'm wide awake learning the exact weight of being seen and still invisible. One day I'll turn them off, I'll stop believing breadcrumbs for a trail you never follow. I'll let the messages sit undelivered like letters returned to sender, because the house burned down and no one told the mailman. Until then I keep making wishes at 11:11 on 3 gray moons that never fall. Red receipts, thank you for teaching me how loud quiet can be. I finally understand why lighthouses don't chase ships. They just blink and blink and blink until the storm decides whether to come home or keep sailing. I'm turning the light off tonight. If you ever look up and notice the dark, you'll know where to find me. Delivered, seen, gone. Delivered, seen, gone. Gone. I saw you through the window of a place we never went. You were laughing at something he whispered low. The light caught the side of your face, the same way it did the morning you left. Only this time you weren't looking for the door. You were looking at him like the room had just begun. I stood there holding someone else's coffee, burning my hand and not feeling a thing. Funny how pain chooses its own temperature. You look happier than ever with him, like peace finally moved into the space I left empty. Your eyes don't search the crowd anymore, they rest, and it's beautiful and it's brutal. I taught you how to smile like that, now he gets to keep it. You look happier than ever, and I'm standing in the ashes of my own prayers, learning how to be grateful while something inside quietly breaks. You cut your hair shorter, the way you always talked about. He runs his fingers through it like it was made for his hands. I almost waved, then remember I'm a stranger now. I almost smiled, then remember it would look like surrender. So I just watch you walk away. You're a step lighter than it ever was with me, like love used to weigh 1,000 pounds and someone finally took it off your shoulders. I wonder if you still drink oat milk lattes. I wonder if he knows you hate being tickled on the left side. I wonder if you ever think of me at all, then hate myself for hoping the answer is yes. You look happier than ever with him, the kind of happy that doesn't need to prove anything. It just exists, quiet and certain, like sunrise after a night you thought would never end. I hope he knows how rare that light is. I hope he never dims it. You look happier than ever, and I'm learning that love sometimes means walking away so someone else can stay. I used to think letting go was failure. Now I think it's the bravest kind of winning. If you're blooming where I couldn't water you, then the drought was mine to carry, not yours. You look happier than ever with him, and for the first time I don't wanna ruin it. I just wanna remember how you last sounded, when it wasn't trying to hold everything together. You look happier, and I'm finally learning how to mean it when I say I'm glad. Keep shining love, I'll find my own sun somewhere down the road. I saw your story at 2 a.m. You're on a rooftop in Lisbon, wind in your hair. He's kissing the spot behind your ear, the one that used to make you fold into me like paper. You're glowing the way people do when they think no one from the past is watching. I swipe up to close it, but the image burns behind my eyelids anyway. I should be asleep. Instead I'm counting time zones like sins. I hope he breaks your heart, not all at once, no, slowly, politely. The way you broke mine, I hope he forgets to text back, leaves you staring at a ceiling that doesn't know your name. I hope you taste the silence I swallow for months. I'm a terrible person, but God, I hope he breaks your heart, so you finally understand how it feels to watch someone be okay without you. I heard you tell your friends I was intense. Funny, I remember you begging me not to be gentle. Now you post black and white photos with captions about peace, while I'm still picking shrapnel out of my ribs. You look lighter, I look like the before picture in your glow-up story. I like the photo, took it back in 3 seconds. You probably didn't even notice, that's the worst part. I hope he breaks your heart, I hope he cancels last minute, leaves you dressed up in the mirror, learning how beautiful only can look. I hope he teaches you that I'm busy, can't be sharper than I don't love you anymore. I hope you lie awake, wondering what you did wrong, the way I did every single night. Maybe then you'll text me at 3 a.m. with shaking thumbs and sorries that taste like rust. Maybe I'll answer, maybe I won't. Either way, I need you to know how it feels when the person who said forever changes their mind, and you're left holding the echo. I hope he breaks your heart just enough so you remember mine, then fixes it better than I ever could. I hope he loves you the way you deserve, because I clearly didn't. I I close my eyes, you're smiling, and I'm almost okay with that.